It's time for the Republican Party to unite, to come together and focus our energy and resources on beating crooked Joe Biden and taking back our country. Very simple. And every dollar these losing candidates are not going anywhere. These debates, that was the lowest rated debate in history. You know that, lowest rated presidential debate. Nobody watched. Every dollar these losing candidates spend against me is a dollar donated to the campaign of crooked Joe Biden. They're spending all this money, and the RNC has to stop this nonsense. Now I guess they finally got out, but now they're being picked up by the enemy, CNN. That's the enemy. These are people that are so, they were one of the ones that did the thing with the imitations. You can't imitate. They were one of the groups that did the imitations. Did you see him? Did you see him? He couldn't find his way off the stage. I can't. Actually, it's hard to stay on the stage. There's so many exits, right? He couldn't find his way off the stage, but they were one. They're right there. Hello, CNN. Their red light just went off. Anytime I mention them, they say, get that light off. It's coming now. Nonetheless, we're dominating crooked Joe in the general election. The CNN poll of battleground states has us leading Biden by 8 in Georgia and 10 points in Michigan. That's great because the auto workers are getting killed with this electric car. They're all Asian Americans, young Americans, and just about everybody else want to join the Republican Party. It's the party of the American dream, not the Democrat Party of open borders, chaos, uniform laughter at us throughout the world. And Biden and his allies are by far the worst representatives anywhere in the world on a thing called borders. Nobody's ever had a border policy like we do. I don't care if it's a third world nation. I always say no third world nation's as bad as we have millions of people flowing in. I believe it'll be 15 or 16 million people. That's bigger than New York State. And they're coming in from places that you don't want to know about. They're bad on policy. They're bad on taxes. They're bad on everything except for cheating on elections. They're good at cheating. You know, if they put that genius to running our country, we'd have the greatest. I wouldn't have to bother running. I could be a real estate guy in New York and enjoy my life. They would literally, but I do enjoy this. I shouldn't enjoy it. Who the hell gets indicted 4 times and has a good time? Who? Even Brenna's going, you're right about that. Right, Brenna? No, and you know, one of the things that's very soothing, it won't. One of the things that's very soothing is when you look at these polls, they're the best polls. The Des Moines Register said it's the best poll that they've ever had in terms of what we're doing with the lead, the numbers. They're the best numbers they've ever seen. When you see that, it makes you feel good. And that supersedes all of this political stuff that's going on against political opponents. And it's such a dangerous precedent they're setting and so bad for our country. But when you see the kind of numbers we're getting, and not just here, in every state. I mean, think of it, leading Michigan by 10 or 11 points. Michigan's always tough. Won it in 16. I also won it in 20, but, you know, they took it away. But what they did in 2020 is a disgrace. And you notice they never go after the people that cheated on the election. They go after the people that are looking at the people that cheated on the election. Think of it, right? It's a disgrace what's going on with our country. The radical left, Democrats rigged the presidential election in 2020, and we're not going to allow them to rig the presidential election in 2024. We're not going to allow